Hi, today I'm reviewing the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Performance Wear Liquid Foundation. And really quick, I just want to say I purchased all these products with my own money, so you know you can trust my opinion as what I honestly believe. And this is the full size, which is 1 ounce, and it sells for $34. And this is a new foundation that Bare Minerals has recently introduced, and it's meant to be a 24-hour wear foundation, and it's supposed to be matte foundation. It's definitely very matte. The color I got was cool beige. My Pantone skin tone is 1Y07, so this seemed to be the best match for me, which I matched using my underarm. I just tried using it there and it seemed to match pretty well. But this is definitely a full coverage foundation, and unfortunately this only has an SPF of 20 when the lowest recommended SPF for daily use has been 30. So I wish they would have just went up a little bit, but anyway, they've chosen to do 20. You can combat that by using a higher SPF as in your primer or underneath the foundation. But definitely is very full coverage, and it definitely dries very matte. I have drier skin, and this sometimes can definitely accentuate some of the fine lines. It does better than a lot of other foundations, but it's still, when you've got dry skin, it can kind of settle in there. And I don't recommend really using it for 24 hours, but that seems to kind of be a trend with a lot of the companies. But it does blend decently, but it does set pretty quickly, so you're going to want to blend it in as quick as you can after you apply it with a beauty blender or a brush. There's a brush they're selling that works with it, but you probably, to be honest, don't need it. If you've already got a brush or a beauty blender, that's works just as well. So it definitely doesn't have any fragrance in it, which is what I like. Doesn't have any oils in it. This is probably better for someone that has more oily skin, because with the matte finish and with the long-lasting ingredients, it definitely can start to kind of accentuate some of the dryness of your skin. And definitely it being a matte foundation. So, but it blends pretty decently, and I like the fact that it doesn't have fragrance or any irritating ingredients for your skin. So it's got those things going for it, and then unfortunately it's got the 20 SPF. I wish they would have just bumped that up to 30, but they have chosen not to. But the nice thing is the price is $34, which is a decent deal. The packaging on the bottle's nice, nice for traveling. It's a little heavy with the glass bottle, but it's definitely decent packaging with the cap and everything stays on. And I also like how they have a very broad range of colors. The only people that might have some issues are the people at the darker end of the skin tone. And it seems like a lot of times, I'm sure they always have issues with it because the companies cater to the more fair as opposed to catering to the darker skin tones. But it does have a decent range, so people with very dark skin tones might not be able to find something, but it's got a better range than most foundations, so I do have to say that. And the cool beige number 10 fits me pretty well. So taking all of those things into account, I'm not going to give this any thumbs up, but I'm not going to give it any thumbs down. If it had a higher SPF, it would probably be getting a 1 thumb up, but it doesn't have that yet, unfortunately. And anyway, if you have oily skin, you might have more success with this. So feel free to leave me a comment. I'm kind of interested in what foundation do you use. Do you use a liquid foundation? They have powder foundations out there, cream foundations. And what brand do you use? And do you use one with SPF, or do you apply an SPF separately, or do you not use sunblock at all? That's kind of naughty. I wish I'd been using a sunblock more diligently than I've started now, but I was young and couldn't tell me what to do then. So, and also feel free to subscribe. Thank you guys.